everybody. Thank you so much for watching. In today's tutorial, I'm going to teach you how I got this turquoise look I am wearing right now. If you guys want to see how I got this look, then just please keep watching. Okay, so I already have my eye prepped, so I just put some concealer on it. It's by Urban Decay, it's the Naked Concealer. And then I just dusted some, it's funny, out of the Naked Urban Decay palette, I dusted some of the Naked color on my eye just so it wouldn't crease. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go in with this Morphe palette. It is the 35P palette. And I'm going to take this dark brown color. And I'm also going to put that in my crease as well. I just wanted to darken it up just a little bit more than the Naked did from the Urban Decay palette. I'm just going to keep that right kind of higher on the crease. And not so, I mean, if you get it low, who cares? You're going to cover it up with the turquoise, but I'm going to just keep it a little bit higher as well. Because I want to be able to see that when it's all done. Okay, so now that I have that on the crease, I'm going to take just any white color will do. I'm just going to use this one out of the Makeup Forever palette. It's just says palette 9 on the back. There's a sparkly white color here on the top. I'm going to mix this. I'm going to put that here in the very corner of my eye on this little tiny brush. Move my mirror a little bit, I can't see. I'm going to bring that down in the bottom as well. So I'm going to put that all over in the inner corner of my eye. Okay, so once I have the white in the inner corner, I'm going to take the fluffy brush I put that dark brown color on, and I'm just going to blend that in. It gets up there a little bit, and I don't like it, so I'm just going to buff it out with this brush. Okay, so then next I'm going to take two different colors. Actually, I'm going to start with these. This is just a Coastal Scents, I believe is what it's called. It looks like this. Yeah, it is Coastal Scents. So it looks like this. Sorry, it's so old and ruggedy and nasty, but there's so many colors in this palette. So I'm going to take this. There's 3 different like little sheets of makeup, and I'm going to take this one and I'm going to blend in these 2 colors here on the bottom. It's like a blue and a turquoise color. I'm going to blend them together on this brush, and I'm going to put them in like the, how do I explain this? So I'm going to blend it into the white, and I'm not going to take it over very far. I'm just going to put it right there on my eye to kind of help with the next color I'm going to put on. I hope that made sense. I'm going to kind of pull my eye just a little bit. There's so much fallout with these eyeshadows, it's not even funny. Look at my eye. All that blue. I'm going to add a little bit more color in there. Okay, so with fallout, all I do, since I already have my face on and everything's already set, I'm just going to sweep it away with a bigger brush. And it's not going to... Okay, so I'm going to wet my brush, and then I dipped it into this color here on this other palette, or other page, I guess you could say, out of the Coastal Scents palette. And I'm going to put this all over my lid. And with the wet brush, it's just going to make it be really pigmented. I mean, you could put it on without getting your brush wet, but it's going to give you a lot of fallout, and it kind of just, it doesn't have as much color payoff with a dry brush. So I opted for the wet brush on this one. And I brought that just a little bit up on the crease. That's okay. I'm gonna end up blending it out with more of that brown. So it's okay if it gets up there. I wouldn't try to get it too high. I would try to keep it as low as you can. Looking down in the mirror helps a lot by keeping it lower. And now I'm gonna pick up a little bit of the other two colors I put on first. And my brush is still a little bit damp, and I'm just gonna put them back in there. I kind of covered them up and I still wanted that greenish color that was there. I'm going to pick up a little bit of this green color and add that in between the white and the blue. And again, the brush is still a little bit wet, but not very much. Okay, so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take, out of this palette, there's just this really dark gray up here. I'm going to take that and put that on the outer part of my eye, and then I'm going to slowly add in just a little bit of black. Okay, so the reason I use gray rather than black first is I love the way that it looks fading from like white to a black. So that's why I use gray, because it's not as harsh as black, so it kind of gives that really good faded look. Okay, so now I'm going to grab the black and add the black just on the outer corner. Some more of it, I'm going to go back over the crease to kind of blend it and make it look a little smoother with the teal and turquoise in there. Okay, so now what I'm going to do is I'm going to wet this brush again, and I'm going to apply some more of that teal color on there to finish this off. What I'm going to do with the wet brush is I'm going to grab a little bit more of that gray, and with the wet brush I'm just going to apply some of that gray in there as well. And I just go back and forth until I get it to where I want it. I'm going to kind of bring it out here because the eyeshadow is going to stick to this. I use this kind of as like a primer, I guess you could say. It'll just make the eyeshadow underneath stay all day long. So I'm going to take the brown that I put, the darker brown out of that Morphe palette, I'm going to put that on the bottom of my eyelid. I'm going to take a little bit of the Naked color out of the Naked palette, and I'm going to put that down further and kind of blend that out so it doesn't look so harsh from my eye to my cheek. It'll make it nice and like a smooth transition. I'm going to take a blending brush, a big just fluffy brush, and buff that all out, blend it all together, make it look nice. I'm going to take a little bit of the Buck color, it's a brown, and it's also in the Naked palette, and I'm just going to blend those two colors together. I'm actually going to grab some of this gray and get this up here to work with me. Okay, blend these together again. I'm gonna kind of blend it up with the eyeshadow. So then what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab a black eyeliner and I'm just going to go ahead and line my waterline. I'm going to take the brush that I was blending out my eye. I'm just going to blend out the black. Okay, so then after I have the black eyeliner on there, I'm going to go ahead and glue some eyelashes on. Hoping that'll be good enough. I'm gonna go ahead and put some mascara on to bind the real eyelashes to the fake eyelashes. Okay. And put on a little bit of liquid eyeliner just to hide the lash band. All right, and that is the end of this tutorial. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and if you have any comments or questions, anything like that, just leave them below and I will get back to you. Please like this page and subscribe, and I will see you guys in my next video.